Hi guys, and welcome back. In this lesson we're going to have a look at the area of a kite and rhombus. When you see the light globe, I just want you to think about what I'm about to do in that particular question. When you see the pause button, I want you to pause the video and do something. I'm going to get you to do a particular question. When I do a question, it's basically I'll do it and you just follow on. When you see we do, it just means I'll give you some time, you pause the video, you do the question, and then we'll see how you went. And then the you do part, you do the questions, and then just post that on the Google form. Now, why do we do both of these at the same time? Reason being is, yes, they do have the same area formula, but if we have a look at what I'm about to do here, we've got a quadrilateral that can be broken up into two identical triangles. So that triangle and that one are the same shape. They're identical, they're congruent, they're exactly the same. And those two are the same as well. So that's why we get a relationship between those two shapes. Normally when we've had a look at the area, we've looked at side length or a height or something. Here we're looking at diagonals. So that x is one diagonal of the kite, and that y going up and down here is the diagonal going in that arrangement. If we have a look at the other shape, we've got that value being x, and we also have this value being y. I'll just use a white one. So that going across is y. So we're looking at the diagonals of those particular shapes. Now I'll give you the formula and then we'll develop how we get that. So the area of the kite or the rhombus is a half multiplied by the product of the diagonals. I'll say that again. The area of the kite or the rhombus is a half multiplied by x multiplied by y. Now let's just have a look at one of those triangles in that kite. We have a particular value here that is a little bit different. So that's x. Now this is x on 2, or a half of x. This particular value here is y, so that is y. Now let's just have a look at this part by part. The area of this particular triangle is a half times base times height. So we've got a half times base, well the base is actually y, times the height. If we multiply all of those across, we end up getting 1 times x times y, which is xy, and your denominator is 2 times 2, which is 4. So we end up having the area of the triangle, so inside here, is xy over 4. But that's not the area of the kite. It's only half the area of the kite. So if we multiply by 2, we end up getting a half xy. So that's the area of that kite. If you do the same thing with the rhombus, I'm not going to go through the rhombus, but the same process happens, and you end up getting the area of the rhombus is a half xy as well. Just for an exercise, you might like to draw up a rhombus, label it xy, and follow the same process and see if you do get xy divided by 2, or a half xy. Okay, I'll go through this particular question. Calculate the area of the kite below. That should say kite. Apologies for that. So we've got one value being 8 and the other one being 12. So this particular value is x, and this particular value is y. So the area of the kite is a half xy, which is a half times 8 times 12, And again, you can use your calculator, you can use your brain. A half times 8 is 4. 4 lots of 12 is 48. So inside that shape, we got 48 square centimeters. Okay, calculate the area of the rhombus below. So pause the video and let's see how you go with calculating the area of this rhombus. So remember, it's the same area formula as the kite. Area equals a half xy. One of the diagonals is 8.9, the other diagonal is 4.2, and then multiplying them, dividing it by 2, or finding a half of the product, you end up getting 18.69 square millimeters. So this is some area formula that you need to remember, and that's for the rhombus and the kite. Okay, question 3 and 4. What is this shape called? And calculate the area of the shape below. So there's two parts to that question. And question 4, I've given you the area, and the area of that shape is 77.5 square centimeters. You know what x is, your job is to find out y. Post those solutions on Google Forms on the link below, and I'll hear from you soon. Thanks for watching.